Hi everyone, my name is Cyrus and welcome back to my channel. A couple weeks ago we had our last session of a 3-year D&D campaign. And now that that campaign is over, I've been feeling a lot of different things and I've had a lot of different thoughts over the last couple of weeks, and I just thought it'd be a really good opportunity to share some of those thoughts and to see if anybody else feels the same way. I should start off by saying that I was the DM of this campaign, so I'm going to be approaching a lot of these thoughts from the Dungeon Master mindset, and I'm sure I'd feel much differently if I was a player, but I'd really be interested to know how you feel or how you felt when you finished a really long campaign, either from the player side or from the DM side. So as the DM, when the session ended, that final session ended, my players clapped and I just felt this immense sense of relief. I think I felt that relief for a couple reasons. I think first was that it seemed like everybody really enjoyed the ending. I've talked about this before, how I feel like being a DM is like this gift that you're preparing for your friends. You're spending all this time creating this gift and you're presenting it to them and hoping that they enjoy it. And this was like the culmination of that gift. This final session, we'd been playing this game for 3 years. And so when that session finally ended, like I said, my players clapped and I could sense that there was emotion in the room, that the people were feeling emotional. And I just had this feeling that it was a satisfying ending. And that's really what I was going for with the ending, was I wanted it to kind of feel satisfying, to feel like it kind of wrapped things up. And so when it ended and I felt like I'd accomplished that, it was a really, really nice feeling. And the second reason that I felt the sense of relief is because it was finally over. I'm not saying that I was looking forward to the campaign ending, but as a Dungeon Master, there's so much extra work that goes in to playing this game. This was a fully homebrewed campaign, which is often my preference as the DM, but that does mean that everything in the world, every single little thing, is coming out of this tiny brain of mine, and it's just a lot of extra work. You want to make sure that everything is kind of cohesive, that everything connects, and all these things takes time and effort and brain power. And it was always this added layer in my brain, always something that I was thinking about, planning sessions for every other week as we were meeting as a group, making sure I was taking good notes, doing all these things. It was taking up a lot of time. I'm not going to lie that when that session ended, there was a small sense of relief of, oh wow, this thing that's just been this constant thing in my brain for the past 3 years, I can just set it aside now and pack it away, and I don't have to be constantly thinking about it. I mean, I have this huge, over 50 pages of notes from all the sessions that we have, and now I can just take this, put it on my shelf, keep it as a nice memento and souvenir, but it's not something that I'm going to always have to be thinking about and adding to. And that was really nice to feel this closure about it. But although I had that initial sense of relief, having a couple weeks now to sit on it and think about it, I'm also now feeling some sadness at the game being over. When I started this campaign 3 years ago, one of the main reasons I started the campaign was because I wanted an excuse to get together with friends on a regular, consistent basis. And I was excited to play D&D again, but that kind of almost felt like a side objective to get back into Dungeons & Dragons. The main reason I wanted to play and start the campaign was to have an excuse to regularly see friends. And this campaign, it spanned 3 years, and so much has happened for myself and for everybody in this group over the past 3 years. My wife and I got married. Another couple in the group got engaged and married. Another couple have gotten engaged and they're planning their wedding. And the last person in the group also got engaged with their partner, who sadly was not part of the campaign. I got cancer, went through treatment. So many things have happened over the past 3 years, and this game has been this constant factor the entire time. And it's been really comforting and nice to know that we always had the next time we're going to get together scheduled in the calendar, that we knew we were going to get together as a group of friends, get to connect, catch up, and play this game together and share this story. And all of a sudden, we don't know when the group's going to get together again, 100%. We have talked about it. We obviously will. We're planning on getting together for some board game nights, maybe some dinners. We're talking about a potentially camping trip this summer. But the fact is that we no longer have the pre-scheduled meetings for D&D. And that's kind of sad. it's kind of sad to not know 100% when we're going to see each other again and not already have it in the calendar to look forward to. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think in the end I have some bittersweet feelings about this 3-year campaign ending. There's some happiness, there's some sadness. But one thing that I am excited about is that it gives me the opportunity to let the creative juices replenish again and to start exploring and thinking about other ideas that I could explore in other TTRPG settings. I don't know if I want to jump into another 3-year campaign anytime soon, but I'm really excited to maybe create some one-shots or some 6 to 8 session kind of shorter mini campaigns and explore other TTRPGs. I recently got Daggerheart and I'm excited to explore that. And so all of that makes me really excited to see what might go on in the future. So I kind of guess this video is my way of finally saying goodbye to this campaign and finally closing that chapter. But I'll always be grateful to this game. It allowed me to get close and closer to so many of my friends. This game is what introduced my wife to TTRPGs and getting her into D&D, and it'll always have a special place in my heart for that. But as with every story, it has to end for another to begin. Long live the contenders. I'd love to know what your thoughts are about finishing a long D&D or TTRPG campaign. Either as a player or as a DM, how have you felt when you finally finished a long-lasting campaign? I would love to talk about it in the comments below. And until next time,